Guess that's the cost of only being human. I'm near a decade in the game, still learning like a student. My focus never been to fame, only constant improvement.
All right, welcome back to the Nash Trades YouTube channel. Today's going to be the first of hopefully many episodes of this new series we're starting, where basically I'm going to be going over my favorite setups every Sunday. And for the first episode, we're going to be doing it available to everybody for free. But moving forward, if you guys want to watch future episodes, you are going to have to make sure you guys join the Nash Trades Discord and become pro members, because the next episodes will be exclusive to members only. So just letting you guys know. But let's jump right into my favorite setups for this week. So starting off, we got IWM, and I wouldn't enter a trade into IWM at the moment, but it's right at this key level right here where it was like the breakout zone. So if you look here, we've been consolidating since February of this year, and we finally got a breakout this month, but we've pretty much given back most of the move already, which is not a good sign. But if we can recover and not lose 232, I think we can still save this breakout, but the bounce would have to happen like Monday or Tuesday. So I'm just going to be watching this name. I'm not looking to enter a trade at the moment or have a position, but I think it's at a key level, so it's important to watch that. Hopefully it doesn't lose 232. That would be the level I'm looking at right now, because that was a previous breakout zone. And hopefully we can see some strength. We did see some increasing red volume these past 3 trading days, so hopefully that got rid of most of the sellers that wanted to sell, and now we can start getting a bounce, because we've been seeing a lot of growth names be weak right now. Primarily the things that's been carrying the market has been like NVDA, AMD, Tesla, Amazon, Apple, stuff like that. But if you look at like most of the other stocks that aren't the top 20 companies, they've been down pretty bad this past week. So hopefully we can get a bounce here. If not, things aren't looking good for IWM. Moving on to Amazon. Now Amazon got a nice break of this zone that we've been struggling with for a very long time, since August of last year, 2020. So, and we finally got a nice clean breakout, but and it looked like we were heading towards new all-time highs, but then we got this not the best close on Friday, but we still haven't gave back 50% of this green candle. So far we're still looking good. Ideal would be we open flat at this level or above this on Monday, and we start making back up, and then we break this high of day. I would probably, if we break above 3725, I'll probably enter calls looking for that new all-time high this week on Amazon. So that's what I'm looking at Amazon, because we did get this breakout from this zone, from this consolidation zone that we've been watching since August of last year. So plus, like I mentioned earlier, the strongest names right now have been like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Apple, NVDA. All these have been leading the market. So I think and look at this volume that came in on Thursday. I think it's pretty much a given that we're going to get new all-time highs on Amazon. So that's on watch this week. Moving on to LULU. This one has been consolidating near all-time highs. Beautiful consolidation. So I think a break of this zone right here, 478.60, around that area, I'll enter calls for a new all-time high for this week as well. Next, we got Bloom Energy. This one's similar to IWM, where I'm not really looking to make a play on this one at the moment, but I am looking for it to bounce in the 29 area. So if we're able to get a bounce and start heading back over the 30s, if we reclaim 30s, that's a good sign for Bloom Energy, because this one has had a monster run from its lows. It moved, how much did it move? 120% from the lows in just a matter of weeks. So this one has had a crazy move, and so far it's given some of it back. It's been consolidating, but it's still technically making higher lows. If you look at this, well, technically this was a low because this was a gap up. So this low, and then made a higher low, and this is technically a higher low. If it doesn't lose this, it's still looking good. And if we can reclaim 30, that shows a lot of strength in Bloom Energy. So I think it's just one to keep on watch. I wouldn't enter position here, but if we start getting back over 32s, then it's looking really good to eventually break this level and start making its way towards all-time highs. Not this week, but it's one to keep on watch to see if it doesn't lose this level. If we can solidify this as a low and then start making its way back to 32s, that's a really good sign for Bloom Energy. And I wouldn't lose sight of this one because we can see how crazy of a move it can make. NEO is one I talked about on the Discord on Friday. And I just pointed out the similarities of this chart with Tesla. I'll put the image up on the screen right now that I posted on the Discord. But yeah, I think this one, it has been sleeping for a while. But we've seen what it can do before. I mean, it literally moved from $2 to $66 in 2020. It was pretty much the stock of the year. And this year, it hasn't really given us much. I mean, it's given us a good range to trade. But as far as a breakout this year, it hasn't really given us much. So I think we're due for one. Especially if you look at what Tesla, Lucid has been doing. I think NEO deserves some love. So I know that once NEO wakes up, it's going to give us lots and lots of opportunities. So don't lose sight of this one. I am in a position right now for 40 calls for a couple weeks out. I'm not expecting too much from it unless we start getting some volume. Cause this one's similar to IWM, where I'm not looking to get into position too much, but I'm just keeping an eye on it because, like I said, I know we can make a big move. And I think it's just due for it after all this consolidation. The key areas to get over would be 41. If we can get over this 41, 42 range and start seeing some volume come in, because volume has been pretty low recently, that would, I think a lot of people would start paying attention to this. I think we also have NEO Day coming up in December. So that's something that maybe we can see some anticipation to, and it runs up to that. And also we have this big triangle forming here, so which the breakout would be like 43 if we consolidate in this area and then we get a breakout over that. So just something to keep on watch. If you want to get like 40 something calls for January or something, I don't think that would be the worst idea, because I do think this one should start waking up soon. Next we got TSM. This is one of my more favorite ideas for this week. And this one's similar to NEO, where it's been a laggard to NVDA and AMD. So has MU, which we'll talk about later. But TSM has the opportunity to make a really clean and nice breakout here. So the breakout zone the breakout level would be around 125. We saw the past 2 days have been really nice green days. It closed pretty strong on Friday, and we're seeing some nice volume come in. So I think once we get over the 125 level, this one can start heading towards 128, 130 levels, and that'll make for a nice, good trade for this week. So TSM on top watch. Now going to Apple. Apple has had some insane strength the past couple of days, especially with all the news that came out on it. So I think this one's on top watch for everybody. It's currently at all-time highs, so it can make a run to 165 pretty easily. And it's held up its gains pretty well. It closed Friday almost at the highest point it's ever been. So I think this one, don't sleep on it. I think it still has more room to climb. And I think a lot of people will have this one on their watch list. So keep Apple. And an easy trade to make would be just break the previous high of day, so 160.102. And then we can see a push to 162, 163 on Monday. And then probably higher up on the rest of the week. Moving on to Bros. Bros recently IPO'd, and it had a pretty massive run. Then it dumped. Then it had another massive run. Then it dumped. Could we see the similar thing and it make a move like this? Maybe, I don't know. But I think after the amount of red days it's had, it's due for a bounce. So this one's on watch if you guys are looking for a bounce play. A good entry would be if it breaks this high right here, which is somewhere around the 55.4 level. If it gets a break above that, and we'll look for momentum to keep on going towards 56. This next resistance would be at 56.75 on this moving average. So you can look for scalps on this one or day trades during the week. But I do think Dutch Bros is due for a bounce. All right, moving on to Facebook. Facebook has been lagging behind all the FANG stocks. Like I said, those have been leading the market, and I think Facebook could get interesting here. I'm not a big fan of this wick here that it got on Friday, but we did see some decent volume. And if we can clear this 350 area, I'll like that. I'll like Facebook a lot more. And then we can start looking for it to head back to that 360 area. So Facebook on watch. It's not the cleanest of charts because it has a lot of price action here, but I still really like this one, and especially if we can get some volume come in and momentum early on in the week. I like this one for some nice day trades during the week, because as we can see, it's had some nice moves, even though it's been, not the cleanest of a chart, but it still had nice moves. Lots of opportunity to play some intraday call plays on this one. So yeah, like I said, if it gets over that 350 area, I'll like it a lot more. It'll clear all the moving averages on the daily chart. And with all the volume it's been getting recently, I think this could make a nice move towards the 360 area. So keep Facebook on watch, or meta platforms, whatever you want to call it. Charge point. This is another one of my favorite ones for this week. This is another one that's been lagging behind a little bit. Plug and Blink and all the charging EV companies have seen a lot of strength recently. And this one it's made a nice move, don't get me wrong, but I think this one still has a lot of room to the upside. It's made a 64% move in the past 38 days, but it's right at this breakout zone here, and we've seen a lot of price action here before where we've had resistance here in the past. So I think once we clear this 27-28 level, we can see a nice push towards that 30 zone and eventually a lot higher. But I really like this one. I'm currently in 27 calls for this week, and I'll probably add 28 calls for December, Monday, depending on how this opens and what kind of strength we see early on in the day. But this is one of my favorite chart setups so far, because I think once we clear this 27-28, it can really get going, especially if we see the volume start increasing. So this one's on top watch. TAN, which is a solar ETF. It was looking really good here, and then we kind of got it break down, but we saw a nice bounce back day on Friday, which gives me the sign that this one's not done, right? Like, it looked like it was a failed breakout and it wasn't going to do anything anymore, but that day on Friday, that nice bounce gives me faith that this one's going to eventually break 100 and start heading higher. So this one's on watch. If we're able to break the high of day from Friday, which was around 99, I would enter some calls looking for that break over 100 and break over this zone right here, which is at 101.54. So that's what I'm watching on TAN. Let's see how we open on Monday. Could get interesting here. Tesla, I'm pretty sure everybody's been trading Tesla recently. Lots of opportunity here with this huge breakout, and then all this range it's been providing both to the upside and to the downside. So I think a lot of people probably are swinging calls from Friday, and that's probably looking good for you. Now the perfect entry would have been on Friday if you got the breakout of this right here. But if you're not in, if on Monday we're able to open lower and then we get a break of this high right here, that could be a potential good entry to start heading back towards this 1,200 area. That's what I would be looking at on a Tesla. But if we gap up or something, it might be a little bit too late for the entry if you want a good risk to reward, but you can still scalp this throughout the day because Tesla always gives intraday opportunities. So Tesla is pretty much always on my watch list, and I think most traders have it always on the watch list. So yeah, Tesla's on the watch list once again. Moving on to NVDA had good earnings, and we saw it making new all-time highs on that, and then it kind of consolidated, dropped back a little bit, and then on Friday we closed and broke 2 new all-time highs. So I think NVIDIA still wants more. They're just look at their chart, bro. Like, they just are non-stop. They've had, look at this, just insane. So I think NVIDIA still wants more. Volume's still been very strong. I think we could look towards 340, 350s this week, and yeah, just NVIDIA on watch. If we see the break of this high right here on Monday early, easy entry for calls towards that 330, 340, or 335, 340 area for this week. Wayfair is an interesting one that I don't see a lot of people talk about, but and it doesn't have the cleanest of charts. There's a lot of price history here in this zone, but it's starting to clear the MAs, and it's been having some interesting days here. Like, look at this big green candle, and nobody's really talking about it, but it's a stock that gives a lot of opportunity sometimes. I've caught 1,000% plays on this one before. But yeah, look at this candle we saw on Friday in the morning. Like, it's just crazy. So I think once we clear this MAs, we'll get a little bit more cleaner price action, and we can start heading back towards that 300 area. Like I said, it's not the cleanest of charts, but I mean, you can draw something like that. May not be drawn perfectly, but I mean, I think this one's ready to start going. I mean, it's been consolidating for a while as well. Again, not the cleanest of charts, but we've seen what it can do in the past before, and I think it's definitely one to keep on watch. Again, it doesn't trade the cleanest, but it definitely gives a lot of opportunities still. I would probably enter calls over the 277 level if it's able to get above that early on Monday. I'm gonna be entering like 280, 285 calls for this week, and then a couple weeks out as well. Probably getting time on your options is probably smart on the Wayfair, because like I said, it trades kind of all over the place, but we've seen it make some big moves in the past couple of days here, so keep this one on watch for sure. Roblox has been a monster, especially after its earnings here, so I don't think this one's done either. Like, this one looked like it was gonna mark the top maybe, but then it just came back up. So I think this one still wants more. I think it wants 150 eventually. So this one's on watch. If we're able to clear 138.40 or 138, I would jump in calls for a break of new all-time high and then a run towards 140, which would probably be a psychological resistance level. And then depending on how, buyers and sellers react at that level, we can see continuation to 142, 150, or maybe that might mark the top. So you'll have to watch out for whatever the price action is telling you there. But definitely keep Roblox on watch still. I don't think it's done with that candle we saw on Friday. So Roblox on watch for this week. MU is like TSM, where it's been lagging behind NVDA and AMD, but what a candle we saw on Friday. And I fumbled the bag on Friday, bro. I was swinging 78 calls from Thursday, and I woke up and they were up like 600%. So I ended up selling them, but they ended up moving like 1,500% plus on top of that. Like, I bought them at 26 cents, and the contracts ended up going to almost $6 a piece. So yeah, definitely a crazy move on Friday. And look at that volume, just beautiful. It basically just rode up the whole day, and it finished the day strong. So definitely on watch. It's cleared all the MAs, and this one definitely wants higher prices. Now on Monday we might get a consolidation day because we saw such a huge move on Friday. But as long as we don't give back more than 50% of this candle, it's still looking really good to me. I'm currently swinging, let me check, 86 calls for this week. So that's the position I'm in right now. And if we just see consolidation this week, I'll load up calls, like 85 calls for December or something like that. But yeah, just keep on MU on watch. Could be the play of the week if we see continuation on this one. I think this one will eventually make new all-time highs for sure. Maybe not at the end of, maybe potentially before the end of the year. I don't know. That'd be quite a crazy move, but we've seen it move in the past before, and it's been lagging behind NVIDIA and AMD, which are both chilling at all-time highs right now. So don't lose sight of this one. This one has potential to run this week, so keep this one on watch. Plug just showed crazy strength on Friday. It was holding up so well the whole day, similar to Lucid, which we'll talk about next. Very nice volume coming in as well, and just EV companies have been killing it in the past. Recently, it's already moved almost 100% just in the past like 40 days. So, and I don't think it's done because of the candle we saw on Friday. So if we break this high of day, jump in calls, I think potentially we can see 50 this week. That's a bit of a stretch, but either way, I think we can see nice opportunity. And if you want to get like further out calls, like January, December, I don't think that's a bad idea for this one because I think we see higher prices on this one. Again, we just been seeing a lot of strength in the sector, and the chart just looks really good. So keep this one on watch for sure. Then final chart of the day is Lucid, very similar to Plug, where it just had a monster candle on Friday. Now you might need to see some consolidation on Monday because of how big this candle is, or we might just keep on going and start heading back towards new all-time highs. This one definitely wants new all-time highs before the end of the year. I don't have a doubt about it. So if you want to load up some January 60 calls or something like that, that's not a bad idea in my eyes. So we just been seeing insane volume recently in the past, like since October 28th, we've been seeing insane volume. And look at the move. Just Lucid has been. If you haven't been trading Lucid in the past weeks, what are you doing? Like this moved. I didn't even see it. This has made a 250% move. And do you guys remember that day where it moved like 50%? I think it was on this day right here. Crazy stuff, man. And it's just not. It doesn't stop. It just keeps going. So I think new all-time highs are a given on this one. I mean, I think this one is one to look out for 2022 as well. We're going to see 100 plus on this one for sure. So, yeah, I think we'll have to wait on Monday to see if we're looking towards a consolidation day or if we're just going to keep ripping, but keep this one on watch for sure. Load up shares, load up some further out calls. I'm definitely on this one. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Those are all the setups I'm looking for this week and the following weeks. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys are watching. Let me know if you guys swung anything from Friday. And like I said, this is the only episode that's gonna be available to non-pro members. But if you want to, watch further. But if you want to watch next week's episode and then all the other ones, make sure you join the Discord at Nets Trades and become a pro member because these will be exclusive to pro members only. But we decided to do this one free for everybody to watch. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Lots of killer plays for this week. And yeah, let's kill it this week. Good luck, everybody. And I'll see you guys in the Discord. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. It's been me, Zero, and I'm out. Peace.
My time back in the basement. More concerned with living dreams and these lavish vacations. 10,000 hours in my craft keep establishing patience. I feel empowered when I rap, this ain't average creation. This my genesis, hunger come with benefits. I'm always unsatisfied and sharpen up my penmanship. Competition with myself, ego still the nemesis. Guess that's the cost of only being human. I'm near a decade in the game, still learning.
Alright, welcome back to a brand new video. I kind of just wanted to hop on here and talk about